12:18. She commented again? Oh, I saw it already. Hey, y'all. So, people been dragging Raven-Symoné still. She made these statements like last month, and people still dragging her on Twitter and on Instagram about how she said she didn't want to be labeled black or African American, and how she also didn't want to be labeled gay. Now, let me tell y'all what I'm talking about for y'all who are confused. Raven-Symoné, we all know Raven. That's so Raven is the future she can see. Was on Oprah's Where Are They Now? And Oprah asked her about the tweet she put out when Congress passed that law for, I don't remember what state it was, to for the gay rights of gay marriages to be legalized. And she tweeted something along the lines of, "Yay, government, I can finally get married." Something like that. Good job. And Oprah was asking her about it. She said, "I don't want to be labeled gay. I want to be labeled a human who loves humans." And then she said, she carried on to say, "I also don't want to be labeled African American. I want to be labeled an American." So Twitter and Instagram and everything just dragged her ass through the mud like she was not little Olivia. Like that just was not little Olivia from the Cosby Show. Dragged her down. Now here's the thing about it. Now my opinion, because that's what I come and turn this camera on for, I actually agree with her. And drag me if you will, but here's the thing, and I'm explaining to you as plain and simple as possible. And I've always felt this way, actually. I've never identified with being African American. And this is why. Because authentic African Americans who come here from Africa have to struggle enough on their own. They got to get here. They got to get green cards and purple cards, and they got to fight for their rights. They got to learn English. They got to do all that stuff just because they came from Africa to America. Those are the people who you label African Americans. I'm from America. I was born in America. The continental, okay? So for me to say I'm African American, it's moderately offensive, if you will. Because you know on the low, I'm gonna just share a little secret. When authentic African American people, the people that come from Africa, hear us, like Americans, call ourselves African American, they get attitude. They get pissed. Like they be upset, up in arms, okay? Because they feel like we're not African American. And I be like, whoa, Kimo Sabe, it's okay, because I get it. That's why I consider, if I'm doing one of those little things we have to fill in little circles, I'm other. Because at the end of the day, I don't necessarily know. And like I used to tweet about it a while, like when this first happened. Until Ancestry.com lowers their prices, and I can actually track my ancestry to where it's actually from, I'm going to be other. Because I don't know. You can't actually put a label on it if you don't. You can assume all you want. You can assume because my skin is a little darker than the average Caucasian American that I'm from Africa. You can assume that, but that may not necessarily be true. Just hell, for that matter, I could have just damn liked a tan or something, or I could have just passed by Barbados on the way from Africa, and my mama just happened to be pregnant in Barbados by some Barbado man, and I could be Barbadoing if that's even a damn the proper name, if you will. So I kind of agree with Raven. Now, well, yeah, I just agree with Raven. I don't understand why they slandering and dragging her down like this, because they is really reading her. Like I said, this happened a month ago, and people still, almost 2 months ago, and people still reading her down. Leave little Olivia alone. She can have an opinion. Now, people were saying the same people who fought for her to be on TV at 2 and all that is in heaven shaking their heads and all that stuff. She don't give a good goddamn. You want to know why? Because she's not thoroughly convinced that she is African American. All she is convinced is that she is from Louisiana, that she has a darker shade of skin. She has a, what's the word she used to describe her hair? I don't remember the exact words, but she has a different grade of hair, if you will. That's all she knows. She doesn't know, like, she can afford Ancestry.com. Raven, you know what you should do? You should get on Ancestry.com, since you can afford it, and find out exactly where your bloodline goes to. then maybe you could clear all this up. But until I can afford it, I'm gonna be other. But Raven girl, you should do that. I think that's a good idea. That's my advice to you, Raven. Get on Ancestry.com or shit. Send in a spit sample. They do like I googled it. You take a cotton swab your mouth, like a paternity test. Swab your mouth, put it in a little thing, mail it to some people. They'll send you the results to your exact ethnicity. Like it'll tell you like what percentage of what you are just by a little cotton swab. Science is so serious nowadays, okay? But let me know what y'all think about Raven and all of this. Like I said, I kind of agree with her. I actually wholeheartedly agree with her. And I don't think it's like a shade or a smack in the face to black people. I just think it is what it is. It's a true statement. We don't know if we're African American. And I don't like to assume because I was taught when you assume you make an ass out of yourself. And I'm not in the business of making an ass out of myself. If I was, I'd be on this camera looking crazy. But that's neither here nor there. So let me know what you guys think about it down in the Gotcha Bar. I love you for watching. This water is not cold anymore, so it has to go.